No.
Not they can see.
Yeah. Just got heaps of white hairs.
You got heaps of dyed hairs.
3, 2...
3, 2, 1.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? 2024, where you at? Woo! Happy New Year!
He shook it. He liked it.
That wasn't so hard. That wasn't so hard, was it?
Messi's up on a hill.
How long did that take?
It's over. Shut it down.
Just under 1 hour before English got the better of us.
Messi's up on a hill. That's what you want to see. Up on Messi.
You speak any English?
Welcome back to another English lesson, courtesy of the Labkids.
What's up, everybody? Happy New Year. We don't care. It's March.
Is it March? It is March.
It's March.
It's the second day of March, and the Labkids finally come back after a holiday. It's been great.
I love it. I love holidays.
I mean, we were meant to come back a long time ago, but
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah.
Life happens.
And I will say, because of technology and the way social media is and the opportunity that this is, it means that we don't care. There's no rule. We can do whatever we want. If you hear hating, thank you for coming. That's an extra view. Other than that, make yourself at home. Welcome to the Lab Sessions with the Lab Kids. I'm Chris.
And I'm Bing, and we're here to bring you some quality, top-notch, top-tier internet video content. There's a lot of people out there that have been asking, hey, haven't seen you guys on the airwaves recently.
Have you been getting that?
I got one person that asked me.
I got 3.
Oh, well, you're obviously the more popular one in this podcast.
No, they're asking about us. Don't do that.
Okay. Yes, no, someone asked, hey, I haven't seen a podcast from you guys in a while. Even though we done the reviews nobody wanted.
Yep.
It was kind of a one, but a not one. Did that count as an episode?
Side piece.
It's a side piece. But yeah, no. Shout out to my man Sean. I know you watch us religiously. And yeah, he asked me, hey, I've been seeing you guys lately. And I was like, oh no, we're just busy, man. I'm busy when I'm free. Chris is busy. When Chris is free, I'm busy. But now we're here. We made it. Who's been asking you? 3 people. Your mum, your sister, and your missus.
No, my missus doesn't care. No, she knows what's up. Busy schedule, just like you said. But I got 1 work guy and 2 friends out of work.
Oh, nice.
But I came from just having a catch up with them.
You want to shout out to them? No.
I'll keep them anonymous.
Okay.
A couple of them might come on the show.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
We'll see. Speaking of people coming on the show, we tried to arrange some special guests. But just like me and Chris were unable to get on mics or on the podcast before half of the year was almost through. Some of those people were available and then weren't available. But we wanted to do something special. This is officially our 21st podcast episode.
I didn't know.
Yes.
Happy 21st, who's on?
21st, my man. Hey.
21.
And when Chris and I first started out, there was a statistic that said 90% of podcasts don't make it past the 21st episode.
Right.
And of the ones that do, an even smaller percentage carry on after the 21st. And so when we first started, my goal was to make 21 episodes. And that way, if we stopped after 21, we would still have made it.
Would exceed the
Yeah.
expectation.
Well, the expectation was to at least make 21. Now we're here. We've also got a couple of side pieces. We got the reviews nobody asked for. And as far as the demographic for that, which is nobody, I'd say we're far exceeding expectations because 2 or 3 people have watched those.
These are wins.
I
You
mean-
have to celebrate the wins, big or small. A small step in the right direction.
Yes.
I'm happy. Are you happy?
I'm very happy. And if you've been following, we've got another review nobody asked for coming up in a couple of weeks. March 12th. We're going to head out,
Yes, sir.
head out to the ASB Theatre and catch some local community theatre and then film a review for everyone that doesn't want to see it.
Shame. Can't get rid of us.
We haven't done a sports wrap in a while.
No, sport's about to kick off. I mean, it started, so there's a lot to get through.
So you said it's about to kick off. That means you're waiting for one more than the other because it has kicked off as far as I'm concerned.
My mind was shifting, was just ticking off these boxes, and then I was speaking just a little bit ahead, that's why.
Because you prefer NRL to Super Rugby. Just say it.
Yes and no.
How yes and how no?
Yes, on an entertainment level, 100%.
We had that conversation before, eh? The
we'll
level
keep
of
having
engagement, yes.
Yeah, we'll keep having it.
But Super Rugby is kicked off. We're
Yes.
in round 2 now.
Yes.
And so far the Blues are 2 from 2.
Yes, sir. They dusted up the Highlanders after a slow start.
Very slow, very poor start. Highlanders came out firing. They had some awesome plays, off the cuff stuff, sorry. They scored a couple times off set piece too. But the standout performer for the Blues, who also won man of the match, none other than Mauso Hoskins Sotutu. My man, great, fantastic performance. And I mean,
Barris Brothers, my local.
He was on fire. And to make matters more exciting, did you see who was in the audience?
I did.
Old Razorback,
Jason Ryan, and the old Canes coach, McDonald.
So put on a performance. I mean, if you're gonna put on a man of the match performance, 3 tries and 1 try assist, multiple meters, and you had to do it in front of someone, you're doing it in front of the All Blacks coach.
Yeah.
I mean, is he a fringe player?
100%.
And with those kinds of performances, it could only be good.
Yes. Like, yeah. I mean, we only know a certain amount. We didn't know what it's like to be an athlete, being a French player for the All Blacks, blah, blah, blah.
I was going to say athlete, I know.
Yeah.
But All
no,
Blacks,
I do.
if you're being specific.
An All Black,
Yeah.
a rugby athlete for the All Blacks.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of the coverage for that game, they talked about 1%ers and stuff like that. And he ticked those boxes, I feel.
Yes, he did.
I have to mention, after that kickoff, that it just went straight through the basket. Come on, Hoss. But after that, man, stellar performance.
Stellar performance.
Blues all day, baby.
More games lined up tonight.
Yes.
It was interesting to see how Drew will go against Moana Pacifica. And they had old Julian Severe lining up again, looking to
He's such a good boy for them.
break the record for most tries scored in Super Rugby.
Currently tied with
Israel Folau.
Oh, wow. No, Dougie. No, yeah. Dougie.
I think he's got an All Black record for tries, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know. We have to do some fact checking for that.
Doug Howlett, Joe Roth.
But Super Rugby is well underway.
Yes.
Any breakout performances, teams?
Just off the back of the Highlanders one, a few former Blues players.
Yeah, there was quite a few of them, yeah.
Yep. Talea and Centre, I can't pronounce the winger's name, so I won't even try and botch that. But he got sent off. He had a spell in the sin bin, but
oh, yes.
he was
Just
on the dime. He's going to be
before
big for them, man.
Just before the buzzer.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, Naholo's little brother is jamming.
For the Canes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just remember, sorry, I was thinking about the lineups that I saw. And when you said you couldn't pronounce his name, I was thinking, I was in the wrong game altogether. But Kenny Naholo, I'm interested to see him. I haven't seen him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's got a highlight package like NPC,
Okay.
but making that shift to...
Jeez, I haven't watched NPC for ages.
I know,
Is it
right?
still a spectacle? I mean, Auckland NPC is more successful than Auckland Blues in terms of championship.
Yeah, but you can't compare. It's different.
Yeah, apples and oranges. But in terms of winning,
Not if you've been eating
I mean,
apples for
winning
like
is winning.
a few decades, and you've been eating oranges for like 100 years.
But Super Rugby's on, and you're waiting for the kickoff of NRL. And I've got to say, this is probably the most excited I've been for the NRL.
Really?
Yes.
Would you say in the past year or two your interest for it,
No.
the hype is just
It's got nothing to do with any of that.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me.
It has everything to do with NRL fantasy football.
We're getting into that, are we?
Yes, we are.
We're in a league, guys. We're in a league.
We are in a league.
And we're maxed up, so don't ask to join. Plus, we've got a few beginners. I won't say names, but we're going to go easy on them this year.
He's
First
talking
time.
about himself, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, us and the boys had fantasy last year, and it got exciting towards the end, and some of us learned how to play while we were playing and didn't really have a successful year. But I think I've done my research and paid my due diligence, and I feel like I'm in the running for a good position this year, if not to take out the whole thing. And to make matters even more exciting, there's some money up for grabs.
What's the pot looking like? Can we say that?
Yeah, I think we're up to $400 now.
You guys placing? Are we placing or winner take all?
Winner take all.
No muck around, just...
No muck around. Wow. And I'm looking forward to taking it all. And I'm going to say it here, and I'm going to say it first. I can't even remember my team name. Comeback City. Comeback City, baby.
That's a bad omen for a name.
Coming back from my poor performance last year.
Oh, that whole thing should be your name then.
Coming back from my poor performance from last year, City.
Yeah.
Still don't know what I'm doing. As much as I've done my research and watched podcasts and listened to audio tips, I still don't know what I'm doing. I saw someone shared some screenshots of when to buy, when to sell, based on buy rounds and things like that.
Bro.
I just couldn't even get my head around it.
This is
My
a
goodness.
legit thing. Like,
People study it.
Yo, I forgot people do this, like, as a hobby. As we do a podcast or someone does sports, like, people just fantasy their side game.
Yeah.
And there's research and stats and stuff. I'll try my best, man. I don't know if I got time for that. I got 2 kids, young kids. But no one wants to be beat by me because I'm fresh out. Rookie year. So if anyone in our league's watching and I beat you, don't ever do fantasy again.
Oh, delete app. That's the latest
app.
saying that's floating around. Delete app. Anytime you have a question about what to do in fantasy, delete app is always the answer.
That's what I've been hearing. It's crossed my mind.
I deleted app last year, I think, before it finished. It just got ridiculous.
Not even to the finals?
No. I still don't know. I can't get my head around it, but it's very exciting nonetheless. I imagine if I could understand it, it probably wouldn't be as exciting because I'm leaving so much to chance because I don't know what I'm doing. So if you're also listening to the podcast and you got some tips, who to pick, who to buy, who to take a risk with, let us know. Let me know. Slide me a DM. Yeah, because don't comment it because then everyone else will see it.
And if you slide a DM and just say delete app, don't.
We're going to block you.
Speaking of NRL, that's kicking off tomorrow in Las Vegas. 4 teams going at it, putting the product on show for the world. I mean, if you're on a Las Vegas stage, that's the world. Mm-hmm. Man, I've been catching all the... Have you been catching it on your newsfeed?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, they're going to games.
I saw from the UFC side. I saw it from Tyson Pedro was there for the opening, I suppose. And whatever the 4 teams were that were there, he shared a story of him standing behind them, and he said, they don't know that I stay strapped. And his videos, you can see the NRL players in front of him, and then it comes down to he's got a bucket hat with the Panthers on it.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Panthers aren't playing there, obviously.
No.
So he needed to represent. And I thought that was cool. They don't know that I stay strapped. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Penrith. Did you watch the World Club Challenge, Penrith?
No.
Versus, did you hear about it?
No. Oh. Yes, they lost.
They lost. Reffing was a shocker. There was a big hoorah about that. We've obviously moved on, but I just...
Who were the refs?
Pommy refs.
Oh, right.
Super League refs.
Does that make a difference?
Clearly.
They ref differently?
Evidently.
So who's the best club in the world?
Wigan Warriors.
Wigan Warriors. Excuse me. The Wigan Warriors.
Up the Waz.
Wigan
Waz.
Ex-club or ex-team, ex-home? for Ali Lauitiri.
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan of NRL, they called him at one stage.
Was Jordan still playing when he was playing?
Maybe. Damn. I can't remember that far back. I was still at high school. My goodness. And I used to emulate. When you would play rugby and you'd call out the rugby player's name that you were being?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Equivalent to when throwing trash.
And you'd say, Kobe.
Oh, would you?
Would you? What do you say?
Steph.
Ah.
Nah, yeah, I'll see Kobe.
Oben Webanyama. What's his name?
Dylan Belcher.
What? Mike Perro. Oh, no.
Mortgages.
Perry Cameron, the oldest tall black ever in life. Hey,
is the big fella?
I think so. And then he was the coach. I remember, I think he came to my school when I was a kid. That's why I'm so in love with him.
Who, Pedal?
Yeah. Mike Pedal.
Dylan Belcher went to our school.
Went to our school?
He attended our school.
What?
Shut up.
Did he have a brother Belcher?
I don't know.
He did. That was my year. I remember I went to school with the Belcher.
That's highly likely.
I wonder if it was him.
You went to school with Dylan.
Did I?
No.
Oh.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Or do you think you went... Nah, I think he's older.
I remember Belcher. I don't remember much of my school days.
There wasn't many of them, especially leading
Shut
up
up,
to
Chris.
senior year.
Shut up, Chris.
I don't know if we've touched on that. We could revisit it.
No.
For some of our newer listeners, maybe, that are tuning in for the first time. Tuning in. That's such a...
I have to say, though, that my final year of school was my favorite by far.
It is your favorite. If you're not there doing other stuff.
I was there, or thereabouts, in the vicinity.
Alleyways and...
shop fronts and doorways and takeaways and...
motels. Oh, no, there was another night.
I'm not biting, Chris. I'm not biting. Dylan Belcher went to Papatoetoe High School.
Yo, shout out, Dill.
Dilly Belch. Dylan Boucher. It's about the same way as Bobby Boucher.
Water gun. Water man. Water boy.
Mm-hmm. What a man. What a mighty good man.
Yo, make sure, you getting church tomorrow? Anyway, the NRL games are in Vegas and they're in the afternoon, so it's gonna be a good footy day of afternoon footy.
And if that's not enough, you can kickstart the day with UFC Fight Night, Rosenstruik versus, the name escapes me right now, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I missed that.
On Sky too, free, ESPN.
Yeah.
And co-main event is my man Tyson Pedro.
Ah, yes.
Looking forward to seeing him.
I saw the weigh-in.
Back to action.
Tyson Pedro's a big dude, but that guy he's fighting, shush, he's like 7. He's big. He's a big human. Anyway,
but the Shogun's got it.
Samurai.
The samurai. Speaking of samurai,
You said that 3 different ways.
how do you say it?
Samurai.
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 You have to put some in your voice.
When you speak Japanese.
Samurai Pizza Cat.
Oh, man. I'm going to get cancelled. We don't care.
Samurai. I forgot the name of the game, but I was so in love with it. I smashed it on my
Mega Drive?
PS5.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Just recently.
Oh, no.
The Ghost of
Devil May Cry.
Sushitsu.
Ratchet.
Tenshu.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost of... Oh, wow. But I played it.
You finished it?
Yes. And I 100%ed it too.
Damn.
Yeah.
What are you playing right now?
Kratos.
PS5,
Yeah.
You don't do any
God
multiplayer
of War.
games?
No.
You don't like getting out in the world, eh?
No. I just like play a game, clock it, sell it, buy a new one. Yeah. So God of War Ragnarok, I'm jamming that right now. I'm about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours in, however long it takes to play that. But yes, that Ghost of, I have to look up the name. But that samurai game is mean.
Yeah?
Yeah. The story, the animation, the fights get a little bit repetitive. And there's a formula to win everything. You just have to learn it.
Yeah.
Which...
That's classic.
Yeah. So dodge, then hit. Or dodge, hit, dodge twice, hit again.
And the next boss won't be that. It'll be some type of variation. Or...
But aside from that, the replayability, I think, is fantastic. You can play it over and over again. You can redo the missions and do them different ways. You can Rambo, or you can snipe.
Stealth.
Or you can stealth too. Yeah, once I unlocked the bow and arrow, and then I started sniping and stealth missions, and then it started getting exciting. But that was very cool. I rate that game. I'd probably give that probably a 9 out of 10.
How many hours you clocking on the video game, say weekly average?
Maybe 3-4 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long's a sitting? Like you were?
1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got a timer on my TV.
For real?
For 1 hour. Because my TV, it won't turn off by itself because the Chromecast is always plugged in.
All right.
And so it thinks it's still on. So I had to put a timer off because I turn off the PlayStation and then the TV can turn off by itself when it's ready. But so I put on an hour timer. So I turn the TV on and then 59 minutes later it says auto off, TV's about to turn off. And I'm like, oh shit, I've been playing for an hour. And sometimes that hour comes so fast.
You locked in?
I didn't even realize, yeah. And it's cool. And it's very helpful for my weight loss journey.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying not to eat before lunchtime.
And your remedy is?
When I get hungry, turn on the game, take my mind off it. And before I know it, it's been an hour and it's after the time I'm meant to eat.
That's a good tip.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at your low hours spent on the game. I don't know, the way you speak. And then it made me think, wow, you're such a busy guy. How do you find time to play all these games?
I do it during work.
Yeah, I know. I was alluding to that.
Sorry, boss. During my lunchtime only and for 1 hour because the TV will turn off.
How many games have you jammed so far? And what's your favorite game right now? Oh, what's your favorite game that you've played?
Probably Spider-Man was the funnest.
Oh, yo.
Ghost of Tenchu. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. I have to find the name of the game.
Ghost of Tenchu. The backstory
Ghost
of the game.
of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima.
Where's Tenchu come from?
Racist, I was just thinking of Japanese names.
Wow.
How do you say that?
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. That was probably the most intense that I would play and fight the boss over and over to try to figure out the pattern so that I could win. And that's the other thing. I would get up to something that I couldn't beat first time, and then I'd play it over and over and over until I beat it, and then that's enough. I feel like I'd take that as a win and then put it down and carry on with my life.
And then think about it until the next time.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, some days I'd play the game, and then some days I'd go for a week or so of not playing it. Prefer to listen to podcasts, to watch podcasts too.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference? Watching or listening?
Watch.
I
mean, I can listen to them, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
But you can listen because you can listen to a podcast and do something else at the same time.
Yes. I've really been digging the old Smartless podcast lately.
Yes.
Those guys are really good together. Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett.
Will Arnett.
Yeah, those guys are really good. And they're off-the-cuff stuff. They do cold opens. They just start talking about random stuff before they introduce their guests.
Right, and the guests are just sitting there.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
That's very cool. I like them very much.
Did you listen to Taika? interview with?
Yes, I did. I went around looking for more Taika interviews, podcasts. He doesn't do very many.
Yeah, just a few, doesn't he?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Back to the PlayStation. What are you jamming?
Nothing. I hung up my controller a while ago, but the last thing I was jamming is probably Fortnite. I had my days.
Yeah, I want to get into games like that.
I want you to get into games like that.
Because that's also cheaper. Because you don't have to keep buying games. You can play those over and over again, eh? Sports games, yes. I can do sports games.
You can play a stranger. Yeah.
No, I just play the computer.
Oh.
Yeah. I used to play rugby religiously. Oh, that one I would play for hours. Sometimes I'd wake up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and just play while the whole world was asleep. Wow. Rugby, and just try to win the different competitions with minnow teams and things like that.
Right now, you'd play that game multiplayer, right? Just have your team.
It just never worked for me on my Xbox. I've now jumped over to PlayStation.
Mm.
Yeah. That's also why I don't play multiplayer, because you have to pay for it. You have to have an account. Xbox Live, what do they call it on PlayStation? PSN thing?
Plus.
Oh, yes.
PS Plus.
PS Plus, yeah. And I'm not a fan of paying twice.
That's the world, though. They put a price on everything. Speaking of sports,
you pay for Netflix and YouTube, so you don't have to watch ads, right?
Yes. Wait, not YouTube. I don't pay for that.
But in general, I'm not talking about you specifically.
Yeah.
Like, you pay for stuff so you don't have to watch ads.
Yeah.
But how come we pay for Sky and we still have to watch ads? But Sky costs significantly more than Netflix and YouTube.
Sky's
I love you, Sky. Thank you.
A while ago, someone in the industry told me it won't be long before they'll be gone, Sky. Just like News Hub. Shout out News Hub. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Sky to be done. Because you're right. I got Sky. I need Sky. Because it's got all the footy. It's got all the sports. Mm-hmm. But once they sell those contracts or whatever, move on. Once they lose those, they lose me.
That's how I knew I made it. Mama,
where?
we made it financially in this world when I didn't cancel my Sky in the off-season.
Yo.
Previous years, I'd cancelled the Sky once the rugby was finished. But I kept it on so I could watch the odd UFC and...
the random game here.
Yeah. Some replays.
UFC.
But Sky, very, very lucrative business for them, I imagine. But they were talking a few years ago, that it wouldn't be long before teams would start selling or owning rights to their own games and broadcasting it on their own channels. Like All Blacks would have their own broadcasting rights and would have pay-per-view games on the allblacks.com and things like that.
That'll never.
I mean, big enough players into the market, someone can buy out Sky and do, because they pay big bucks for broadcasting rights for all those games. I mean, all you need is someone with enough money to buy all the All Blacks games.
I suppose that's it, right? Who's got that kind of money?
Yeah. Jeff.
Bill. Zuck. Oh, and Zuck.
Who's Zach?
From
Guildford.
Saved by the Bell.
Ah.
You remember him?
Yeah. And
Rest in peace.
Screech got a Bondix too, eh?
Hey.
Yeah.
Seki?
I don't know. Apparently it's Seki.
Oh.
Apparently he's, anything but a Screech.
He's a Streech.
Who are all the big money players in the world? Who's Tesla man? Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos. Bill Gates, is he still a guy?
He's a guy.
The Sultan of Brunei.
Who's the other one? Jeff Bridges. No. Oh no, you
Jeff
said
Goldblum.
Bezos.
Bezos. Jeff Bezos. Bezos.
Is he the airline guy?
Brandon.
Marlo. No. Who's
Michael Brandon.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Virgin Airlines guy.
Super rich dude. Mm-hmm. He's got like a blonde hair.
Brandon.
white
Michael
guy.
Brandon.
No.
And he had a cameo on Friends. Richard Branson.
Marlon Brando.
Thanks for looking that up, Jamie.
I miss Jamie.
Yeah.
I had a friend Jamie once.
I think we talked about him
Nah,
with Retty.
I did.
Yeah, we did talk about him with Retty. Shout out if you want to catch that episode where we talk about Chris's relationship with his friend and some of the antics they got up to.
Friendship.
And some of the antics they got up to in Chris's younger years. Go back in the back catalogue and search the episode with Doko Rets. They talk a little bit about what they used to get up to as teenagers, which was no good. And I don't know.
More or less the same what teenagers get up to today. Just the only difference is it's not evil and doesn't hurt anyone.
You said the only difference is that it's not evil. What's not evil? What you were doing or what they're doing?
The antics we got up to was not evil.
But now it's evil.
No, the antics that teenagers today get up to, they're quite devilish and hurt a lot of people.
And also, there's a lot more accessibility to devilish behaviors.
The interwebs.
Yeah, I saw a post recently that said, I grew up in the phoneless generation, and I'm thankful for that because there's no evidence of me doing all the dumb shit I used to do.
That's what all the ex-former like sports people say when there's like sports scandal of like athletes today. They always say that. I mean, I can understand it, but they're like, "Oh, it's nothing. Phones were out during our time. We'll be hung."
Yeah.
Which tells me the culture's still a little bit the same, antics are a little bit the same. Only difference now is it's getting recorded.
Yes. Like that video we saw.
Which one?
Of course, I'm a rugby player. I got a photo with my favourite Super Rugby player at 14 years old. And now I'm 20 years old and I got a video of him breaking my back out. Sent in by a female rugby player.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know. Someone sent it into a podcast. Some random and said, of course I'm a rugby player. Oh, yes, I'm a rugby player. Of course I got a photo with my favourite Super Rugby player at 14. And now I've got a video of him breaking my back out.
Oh my Oh my God. You kids, man. Shit.
No good.
You guys need some Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of sports, not that type of sports, but I've recently, and I might want to, I need your opinion, or anyone's opinion. I need some advice. So recently, my son, I got a 5 and a 2.5. Anyway, the 5-year-old, he's at an age where we think we're trying to get him to try different stuff. So over just this weekend, we started him on some Ripper Rugby.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was new to him. There's a bit of shyness and nerves. Everything's new, but I feel like I ticked the box as a dad. I made him feel comfortable. I made him feel supported, and I told him that it's okay to be nervous. Mm-hmm. That's okay. That was my whole thing going in. Like, just let him know that it's cool to be nervous. Ooh. It's all good. It's the same. He got through that, killed it, loved it. Can't wait to go back next week. Today, we went and bought some boots. He loved it. But what did get my mind going is when I was there, and it was just casual play. It wasn't competitive. But I was like, damn, if he gets into it, of course, down the track, he'll be competing and all that stuff. I wonder what kind of, sports parent will I be? Or how do I be? Now, we know there's heaps of scenarios where that's turned nasty. Mm-hmm. Like, it makes the news and all that stuff. And I can probably guarantee you, I'm not going to be one of those guys. But what I also...
Spicy the ref guy?
Or other parents.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But what you can guarantee, and you know 100%, is that you're there to protect your kid if anything happens like that.
Yeah.
So that got me worried. The other part of that is like, damn, I wonder if he gets into it competitively, and then will I be like, what kind of sideline dad will I be? Because I love sports, and especially if my son's playing. I mean, we're practicing side steps this morning. Before you roll your eyes, don't let these few chins fool you. This big boy used to be able to move. So I showed him a few things here and there for his new boots.
Let's go.
Anyway, so you got a couple of kids and they dabbled and they're still doing a bit of sports. Hey, have you ever watched them compete, and what were you like?
What was I like? My boy played first 15 and first 13 for his high school. I wasn't a sideline dad, and I wasn't a hovering dad. I was trying to get a good angle on the video dad so we could study it later and talk about where he could position himself better next time. And
Wow.
how to read the play from where he's standing. Because he played in the back line. They moved around quite a bit, but mostly wing and full back.
Yeah.
And so I stayed far away so I could get as much of the field as possible. Try to get a good vantage point, try to get higher into the stands and things like that so I could get some good angles. And then we'd watch them together and say, you know, when this happens, put yourself here. When this is about to happen, put yourself there. Get yourself in the right place to receive. Get yourself in the right place to defend. When your players are running, where to run to.
How was he with that?
I think because...
Was that just your idea you pushed and he just went along with it? Or?
Yes. I think I was trying to find a way to engage with him to still give instruction without being overbearing. So I didn't want to stand on the sideline and go, hey, get over here, get over there. I thought maybe if I videoed it and we talked about it. And I think that sat well. I mean, he didn't say anything otherwise, but I imagine it went well.
Did it work? Did he better his game in that time?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Thanks. I might need to start sorting out some footage.
So you could think about what type of dad you want to be and how it might affect your son.
Right.
And then how you can adapt that. Because I don't want to encourage him to keep being kaya.
Yo.
And I know my son doesn't like me telling him how to play rugby when he's the one out there and I'm the one over here.
Yes.
Yeah. And then on the other hand, my daughter trains in Muay Thai kickboxing, and I'm not allowed to watch her train.
Is that the gym rules?
No, that's her rule.
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't want me to watch her. And then she's also in the Samoan group at school for Polyfest. And, I mean, this is hilarious. And I went along to the first Polyfest practice for the year just to see what it looks like, to see who the tutors are, and if I know them, to see what the kids in the group is like. And now I'm part of the Samoan group, Chris. I just spent 8 hours with them playing guitar, singing songs, teaching voices, and backing them up. And when I messaged you that earlier in the piece, you replied and said, you just couldn't help yourself, could you?
Yes.
You could. I did help myself. I stayed away. I watched from afar. But they approached me and they said, we need your help. Can you be our savior?
Who said that?
The deputy principal of the school.
Did you get that in writing? Was that an email?
No. I was standing there, and her husband knows me from work, and he told her that, yeah, hey, you need a guitarist. Bing plays guitar. And she goes,
do have a
do
rep?
you? And I was like, yeah. She goes, would you mind playing for the group?
Like just for today? Or was she like, were they like all out there like, can you do
so
it?
I just thought just for the practice.
Is that what you thought on the day?
Yeah. No. Yes, for all the practices. Like, just come, tato, let's be together. And then a couple of days later, after I'd been playing guitar for them every day, my fingers are so rough, rugged, and raw at the moment. I've never played so much guitar in my life.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Where were we? A couple of days later, she said, yeah, we've only allowed so many people on the stage during performance times, and we have to cull the numbers. We have to have this many boys, this many girls, and only this many tutors are allowed to be up on the stage at the same time. I mean, because you'll be there playing guitar, and then we've got these two people doing this, and I'm thinking, wait, what? I thought I was just helping out at practice, but now I've also been told that I'm on stage.
Damn.
Yeah, so it'll be difficult. I think the hardest part for me will be not singing louder than the kids, not playing my guitar loud enough for, like, because I love performing, and especially cultural performances, and I can see myself being that dad, and my daughter's gonna turn and go, "Darn." She hasn't so far. It's to her credit. I think she's done very well to accept me being in her space.
Yeah.
When she first, the deputy principal first asked me to help out, I told her I needed to ask my daughter first to see if she was okay.
No, I was
with me
about to
being
ask,
there.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the reaction?
She was like, "You?" I was like, "Yeah." She was, "Okay." But now it's good. Now it's good, and hopefully nobody sees this. But one of my favorite things about Samoan Polyfest group practice is coming home. Is once it's finished, and then me and my daughter driving home and talking about it.
Nice.
Talking about all the cool stuff that happened.
Right.
But mostly shit talking.
You get your gossip.
And I shared that with my work team recently, eh? And some of them that are also involved in cultural performances were like, yes, just like us, just like that's what happens in our group. So I feel like it's good for my daughter to have someone in her space that she can talk to about it, and that person knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Nothing like coming home telling your story to someone who's not as invested as you. But
just listening to the story.
yeah, so she'll tell me, "Hey, Dad, see that person over there? I'm going to tell you something about them when we come home." And then on our way home, "Yeah, remember that person I said? Yeah. Oh, she said this, or he done that, or..."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Juicy drive home.
Yeah. So it's been very good, and I'm enjoying it so much. Being there with my daughter, for my daughter.
That's super cool.
And building some memories.
100%. You've just made me realize my first day of training, sports with my son. That's exactly what happened, but I guess I took it for granted just now. But like you explained it, that's exactly. We just stay like 5 minutes down from the fields. But even driving to get a bit of ice cream, he's just yapping away and asking me like, "Did you see me do this?" And bro, we're just spinning a yarn. So
yeah.
Thanks for making me realize that. That's super cool.
Cool.
I love that. I love this.
So yeah, I'm performing at Polyfest on Saturday, the 23rd of March at 12:25. If you want to come down to support me. Oh, my school, our school, their school, that school.
When's the last time you performed at Polyfest, brother?
I told the kids 117 years ago.
Really?
So while I have experience, I don't think I have any relevance other than my musical experience that I'm there to offer.
You did perform, mate, or you're a part of something? Was it non-comp?
Yeah.
We always were, eh?
Yeah.
Shout out Pepai, just participation award.
Oh no, yeah, I never went with Pepai. I went as with Clover with my middle school.
Oh.
Yeah, we opened the stage one day, and I think we closed it another day, and all this other stuff. But I performed on Polyfest stages. We used to live just over the fence of the Samoan stage.
Yo.
And I used to love getting lost in all those crowds. And
that was cool.
Yeah.
Free entry.
Yeah.
Shout out Otara, Village Room, Center Place.
Yo. Manukau Sports Bowl.
Manukau Sports Bowl. Mm-hmm. I went there a few times as a child as well with your father.
What for?
I didn't know at the time. I just got memories of he'll just hand me and your brother like some coins, and sometimes we'll come back and he'll have more coins. I think it was dogs, maybe.
Really?
That's my memory.
Ooh. With my dad?
Yeah. Me and Al's.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing for my dad.
Maybe. I Shit. Do you ever have memories you don't know if it actually happened, but you've got them?
Oh, yeah, yes.
It might be one of those. It feels super real. It feels like a memory.
Might be, it could be a memory, just could be different people. But I didn't know that my dad done dogs. I'll have to ask him. That's interesting. And I wonder if he's still interested in that. My old man's a religious lotto player, though.
Gotta be into it, man. I got one. I could well be, right now, a millionaire. That's how gotta be into it.
You are a millionaire.
How so?
Rich in love, rich in life, and rich in Lao. Sorry. I was just following the alliteration. It's got nothing to do with anything.
But I want to be rich.
What about me?
Labkids copping a mill. Oh, it'll be over for everyone. The more you
You're
want
a
us
liar.
off.
You're a liar. The lab kids would never see any of that money.
Labkids Studios
Lab Kids Studios.
would pay guests.
Yeah.
Not that much though. A few
We're
pack
still
and save
trying to make
vouchers,
some money. Yeah.
couple mugs.
Maybe a new rewards card. See the new countdown rewards scheme?
No.
I don't even know how it works. Boost points and all that stuff.
Oh,
But you have to spend $1,000 to get a $15 voucher.
show off all these. Don't get me started on the system.
Yeah. Oh, I got so upset. At Pack and Save, they didn't fulfill my order. They had chicken drumsticks on sale for $3 a kilo. And so I bought 10 kilos. And 5 kilos of potatoes, because potatoes were $2 a kilo.
Right.
So it was,
Sorry, did you say countdown?
Pack and Save.
Pack and save, yeah.
What do they call it? Money for peanuts or something. Anywho, it was cheap and cheap, and then they cancelled my
Money for
order.
peanuts.
They cancelled my chicken, and they gave me a kilo of potatoes. And I'm a due diligence guy. Before I go and make a complaint, I make sure that I done everything right.
Yeah.
And I found that the reason they cancelled my chicken order was that there was a limit of 2 kgs per customer.
Fine print.
And here's me trying to buy 10. And then I see that I didn't order 5 kilos of potatoes. I ordered 5 potatoes, which is what I got. So, because of my due diligence, I didn't make a fool of myself by emailing Pack and Save and demanding compensation or retribution or validation even. I mean, I did cop it from my missus because when I opened my shopping and the things weren't there, I let out
5
a few.
potatoes.
Yeah.
What is this shit? Bing?
Yeah.
You come home with a bag of. It's only 5 potatoes. I eat 3. What are you guys gonna eat?
Exactly.
You know how to count?
And then I was like, see, it's bloody Pack and Save's fault.
Oh.
You better make a complaint. Oh, you know it. And then I said, babe, you know what? Guess what? And I go, I checked my
Karen was
order
wrong.
history. Yeah. Don't you ever. You can call me a lot of things, but do not call me a Karen.
Why not?
What's a Karen?
They've generalized that now.
Yeah.
So loose.
So I thought Karen was just a person that complains about dumb shit for nothing, no backing, no.
That's the problem. Yeah. But now.
But I didn't complain, so I didn't Karen because I checked to make sure I was right before I'd made my complaint, and
You know
I
what
was
else
wrong,
Karens
so
do?
I stopped.
they deny their Karens and they try and justify their Karenness.
Oh, of course, it's that thing. Every group has an ugly friend,
Whoa.
and then they're like, "My group doesn't have an ugly friend." If you don't know who it is, if you don't know who it is, then it's probably you. Like every friend group has a smart one. Yeah.
What were you? And some of your, obviously, will like, throughout the
Mostly
years you
the
have
oldest.
different.
Like nothing of my doing, just the oldest.
Oh, okay. And the mature, the old, the stink. What else stink, actually?
Scuxist.
Could be worse.
I said the scuxist.
Huh?
The scuxist.
Oh. What's scuxist? What's scuxist?
It's someone who has the qualities of a stud.
Right.
Which is a word that Dana White likes to use all the time. Man, that dude's a stud. That guy's a stud. And he refers to studs as people that don't turn down fights. People that say yes to anyone and anything at any time.
No kidding. President Dana White just say yes to any fight I give you, regardless of the money I'm giving you. And the lack of insurance and health insurance after you're retired or left this company.
But I mean, you're arguing with arguably the most high-profile fight organization in the world at the moment.
Yeah.
So high-profile that they've merged with the WWE parent company, which is interesting. A lot of people were saying that would spell the reintroduction of Brock Lesnar, who famously had his last fight a few years ago against Mark Hunt. Mark Hunt currently pursuing legal action against the UFC and Brock Lesnar for doping during that fight.
And UFC allowing it?
Yeah. Knowing about it, not testing him, have to be in the testing pool
He
for a
lost
certain
there.
amount of time before you fight. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But he's in the news again.
He
Old
is.
Hunter heading to Saudi Arabia or Dubai, looking to fight old Mike Tyson at the end of the year sometimes. Also got BKFC coming up, Bare Knuckle Fight Championship. Man's getting active.
Gotta pay the bills, I suppose.
Yeah. The legal bills, he said. Yeah.
Poor dude.
But love to chat to him one day.
Yo.
Hey, see if he wants to have a talk or have a spar.
No.
I mean, with you.
Yo. No.
Me.
Let's go, Mark.
Let's go. Bring it home.
For the chat, not the spa. I think he'll be good to spa, though. Speaking of spa, you see that spa with the influencer and Sean Strickland?
Yes.
Just fussied him.
Yes.
Did you see the lead up? He was talking like,
Yes.
hey, man, in about 3 minutes, you're going to realize you made the most fucked up decision and you're going to be in a bad spot. And I think the minute bell went and he had a minute and he absolutely
Yeah.
just...
But done everything but drop him.
Yeah, and he commended him for that, eh?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you didn't fall. But everybody was riding him for that, eh?
Because they threw in the towel and he kept going. They literally threw the towel at him. At old Sean Strickland. But I mean, you know, I'd be mad too if I lost my title after one fight.
But he gained more value, though.
Sean Strickland lost to DDP. And DDP apparently was lined up for UFC 300 to take on none other than Israel Adesanya. But apparently he didn't want it.
Yeah.
So they're not going ahead with it. So they still haven't got a headliner for UFC 300. But they should have some sort of Spartan fight. I mean, 300 is a significant number for them.
Yeah, how come Jones not on that 300? Saw him playing league with the Bulldogs,
But
eh?
the Bulldogs, yeah, that was cool, yeah.
That's been the chat though, eh? With the UFC is that they are inevitably losing and currently losing their superstars of the sport, and they're struggling to make a card,
Oh, true.
a pumping one, because 300s
Yeah,
like it has to be a big one.
yeah.
But
Because he's supposed to fight Stipe.
yeah,
What's happening to that? Don't know. And did you see he tweeted or he posted or whatever? He said he predicts that he's going to beat Stipe, and then he's going to beat who's the interim guy at the moment?
Aspinall,
Aspinall,
Pondy
Tom
dude.
Aspinall,
Yeah,
and then he's gonna beat Francis Ngannou. And then Francis tweeted back and said, "You ain't doing shit. You're fat." I mean, man's out there making money though, old Frankie boy.
he's doing what he said.
Yeah,
He's doing what Dana said he couldn't.
yeah. How can a guy lose a fight and win at the same time.
Like that.
Yeah, he dropped Tyson Fury. He ultimately lost the belt, but people thought Tyson Fury was going to pull him apart. You know, I'm going to say, once again, we've had this argument before about the best boxer of his generation.
Who raced him?
His dad, Tommy Fury. Yeah. He just didn't want to generate him. But a lot of people were saying that Tyson Fury would pull him apart. Tyson Fury.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fury. That's a good movie. Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. He's also in Inglourious Bastards.
And Sherman.
Yeah. And
She.
Interview with the Vampire.
Oh, I love that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Ever.
I think I've seen it as a kid at your house. Is that the one with Kirsten Dunst and she kisses Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
And she's a minor.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm like, I wasn't saying like, yeah, no, like, yes.
I mean, it sounds to me like you did, but
No, it was like, yes, fact check. I'm checking your fact.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's factual. Yeah.
okay. Not like yes.
Christian Slater.
Is the brother to Emilio Estevez.
And brothers to Gloria.
Actually, Charlie Sheen is Estevez's brother. Christian Slater's got nothing to do with him. Why did I mix that up?
I don't know.
Because Christian Slater looks like Emilio Estevez.
Yeah. Estevez, Mighty Ducks, Charlie Sheen. Is he alive? Yeah. He's
Yeah.
cooking up. Good
Yeah.
man. Party up, dude. Yeah, Christian Slater has nothing to do with it.
But what about Christian Slater? Black Hawk Down.
No, he's on interview with Vampire. He's the interviewer.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's what I'm telling you. I'm informing you.
You only told me about the Kate Winslet. Kurt
Douglas. Basic Instinct.
I haven't seen that either.
Yes, you have.
On VHS, and that particular part of the tape is stretched a little bit from rewinding and fast forwarding so much, but yeah.
Shit. First time I watched that was at your dad's house.
Before or after the dogs?
What dogs?
The racing dogs.
I was saying, wait, what do we do to the dogs?
Oh, jeez. Basic Instinct with the dogs.
Peanut butter. I don't know if it's catching it on the video, but there's a bunch of moths in here. So how long we've had the studio closed for?
Moths and dust balls, and it's good to be back. It's good to have made 21 episodes of this podcast.
Yes.
And I look forward to the future and what it holds for us.
Yeah.
And I look forward to all these people that I've messaged to join us actually replying.
Couple have. We obviously won't say anyone until we confirm. But let me just say...
Graham Henry. Is that
Who?
one?
Mark Henry.
Mark Cuban.
Our joke's got moths too.
And muffs.
Should we do a business review? Or like record it?
What does that mean?
You know how at your job you have like, what's that word? Like review, but there's also
KPIs.
yeah.
Key performance indicators.
Yeah.
And how do we do that for this?
So we've clocked up 21. Where are we going to next? Do we have a number? Do we carry on that type of goal setting?
Are we in
What
this
else?
year 3 as well?
No.
Yeah, this is now our 3rd season.
3 seasons.
Welcome as we usher in the next season of the Labkids Podcast, The Lab Sessions.
Haere mai.
No mai, haere mai.
Ki te pai. Kei te pai.
Katie Pie. Katie Price.
Katie Winslet.
Detty Winslet.
Katie
Remember, Katie
Winslet.
Price was married to Peter Andre.
Yo, Andre.
That's the same face you made when we talked about Interview with the Vampire.
What does that have to do with anything? What are you insinuating about my face?
Incinerating? I'm not incinerating anything.
Your breath's incinerating.
Our joke's got moths. Our joke's got moths.
Moths. We're just clearing up the webs and the moths. Are we about to wrap up?
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, what's the song?
I can hear you from your mouth.
But hear me from the phones.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So you can hear all my octave
Nuance.
changes. Nah, because you're a muso and a performer, and I just want you to appreciate. What's a song, bro? Or tell me who sings a song. You're on the phone with your girlfriend. She's
Taylor Swift.
upset. I didn't expect that. Shit, man. You and your daughter must hang out a lot. That's my only way of thinking how you know that. Or you're a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie.
Wow.
But an OG Swiftie. I don't know any of her new stuff. But I know that Love Story album from 2000 and...
You had me. I was about to go, yo, my guy. But no. Oh. Shit.
You're on the phone with your girlfriend, she's a dick. She's arguing about the things that we both said. She doesn't kiss you, baby, like I do. She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. I'm
Dreamy day when you wake up and find that
what you're looking for has been here the whole time, and you can see that I'm the one who understands you.
Been here all along, so why can't you
see
you belong
with me? You belong with me. Why did you bring that up?
I thought about that a couple of days ago when we teed this up, and I was like, oh, just test this pop. I mean, Swift's been in the... She's the hype. So I was like, oh.
That was also my pop country era. The next song on the playlist was
Faith
Lady
Hill.
Antebellum. What's that song I used to like to sing with you?
What?
Lady Antebellum.
Who?
Lady Antebellum.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. There's that song that we used to like to sing on karaoke together, and I'd always sing the girl part. Do it.
Something about... No, I don't know,
Do it.
but I know what you mean. Yeah. No. I know what you're talking about. I didn't have it.
But that's good, yeah. That was my country pop era, and Taylor Swift was right there.
I mean, country's popped off in the last few years,
Yeah.
eh? I mean, I know it's always been big, especially in America, but country's everywhere.
I mean,
but like,
of course it's popped
mainstream.
off. We've got the Samoan cowboy himself,
Hit her hard.
Sam Chacon, yeah.
Was that his name? I don't know.
Yeah, Sam Chacon.
What does he sing?
Country music.
Can you give us like a 7 bars?
Hello, I don't know the words. Hello, Paul. Hello, sit for now, manu. Something like that. The fool,
Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for sitting down here.
I'm sorry to.
Don't be sorry. This is us. This is it.
Okay.
If you hear us because you want to see this stupid shit, and if it's here because you support us, we love that. We also don't care if you don't, because if you hear hating, we like that too, because it means you're here. Haha, shame. Can't take away of you.
Peace. Happy 21st.
Happy
My
21st, man. What were you up to on your 21st?
I was working as a truck driver and I shouted all my family to dinner at Fortuna Buffet Restaurant in Sky City. And I got about $800 in envelope gift money.
Yeah.
And then I had to pay $700 for the dinner.
Yeah.
What were you doing on your 21st?
I was just going to have a few with the boys, but my mother decided to throw me a surprise party.
Oh, that's right, surprise party.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I DJ'd your 21st.
You did?
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm not.
You're not thanking.
I'm not loving you.